Eggs appear in virtually every cuisine worldwide, but the health implications vary dramatically based on preparation methods, accompaniments, and the overall cultural food context. By examining how different cultures prepare eggs, we can identify the healthiest approaches and understand which traditional preparations support cardiovascular health versus those that pose concerns. Let's start with Japanese tamago. The slightly sweet rolled omelet served in sushi restaurants or as a breakfast item. Traditional tamago uses minimal added fat, just enough to prevent sticking. The eggs are rolled in thin layers, creating a delicate, fluffy texture. This preparation is quite healthy, providing egg nutrition without significant added saturated fat. The slight sweetness comes from mirin or sugar, adding minimal calories. Mediterranean shakshuka represents another naturally healthy preparation. Eggs are poached directly in a spiced tomato and pepper sauce. You're getting vegetables that provide lycopene, an antioxidant associated with reduced cardiovascular disease risk, along with eggs prepared without added fat. The spices typically used, like cumin and paprika, add anti-inflammatory compounds. This is a dish that combines eggs with other nutritious foods in a way that supports heart health. You can make shakshuka even healthier by reducing oil used to sauté the vegetables initially. Mexican huevos rancheros can be healthy or problematic depending on preparation. The traditional version features eggs on corn tortillas with refried beans and salsa. The beans add fiber and plant-based protein. The salsa provides vegetables, and corn tortillas contribute whole grains. This is reasonably healthy. However, many restaurant versions add cheese, sour cream, and fry the eggs in substantial oil, transforming a balanced meal into one high in saturated fat. At home, you can make huevos rancheros very healthy by using whole beans, generous salsa, and avoiding cheese and sour cream. The French omelette tradition emphasizes technique and butter. Classic French cooking uses butter for flavor and richness, and while the technique creates a delicious omelette, the butter adds saturated fat. A French omelette might use a tablespoon or more of butter for 2 eggs, adding several grams of saturated fat. If you want to adopt the technique, the careful folding and soft, creamy texture, but improve the health profile, use minimal butter or substitute olive oil. Chinese steamed eggs create a custard-like texture through steaming rather than frying or scrambling. Eggs are beaten with water or broth, then steamed until set. This requires absolutely no added fat, making it one of the healthiest preparations worldwide. The silky texture and mild flavor make it appealing even to children, and you can add vegetables, shrimp, or other ingredients for variety. Indian egg curry features eggs in richly spiced, tomato-based gravies. The spices, including turmeric, which contains curcumin with anti-inflammatory properties, offer health benefits. However, many traditional recipes use significant amounts of ghee or coconut milk, both high in saturated fat. You can adapt these recipes by reducing oil, using low-fat yogurt instead of coconut milk, and focusing on the spice benefits while minimizing saturated fat. Middle Eastern full medams traditionally combines fava beans with hard-boiled eggs. This pairing is brilliant from a nutritional standpoint. The fava beans provide substantial fiber, plant-based protein, and resistant starch that benefits gut health and blood sugar control. The hard-boiled egg adds complete protein without any added fat. Together, they create a balanced, filling meal that supports cardiovascular health. What's striking when you examine these global preparations is that many traditional cuisines naturally combine eggs with vegetables, legumes, and whole grains rather than with heavy meats and cheese. Eggs in Mediterranean, Asian, and Middle Eastern cuisines often appear alongside plant-forward foods that balance and complement them nutritionally. The lesson here isn't that you should only eat eggs prepared in specific cultural styles, but rather that you can learn techniques from cuisines worldwide that allow you to enjoy eggs while supporting health. Poaching eggs in flavorful liquids, steaming them, combining them with fiber-rich beans and vegetables, and using spices rather than cheese for flavor are all strategies that transcend any single cuisine.